Heyo everybody, Haku here with this week's read-through for The Promised Neverland. I'm really excited to get back into this week. But yeah, before I get into all of that, this one's going to be 5 chapters long instead of the normal 4, because right after this we're having another 5-part thing, so we'll have another 5-part one next time around. The week after next, since it is alternating between this and Beastars, which is also really good, and I'm catching up to pretty quickly. Because the chapters are shorter and I can get through more chapters a week. So yeah, we're going to go through 5 here this week, and I'm really excited for it, in particular this week, because we have this next chapter coming up titled Sung-joo and Musica. We learned that Sung-joo was the guy that rescued Ray last time, and they're demons, I guess, or monsters, or whatever you want to call those things. And I'm really interested in that because the girl, Musica, we didn't really get to see her under the hood, but she had what looked like kind of a normal human face under there. So I'm wondering, like, what types of them there could be to look like that. Because we had that big monster that was, like, presumably a different species than the rest of them, considering that they called it, like, a lesser race or a lesser being or whatever. And then we have the canid type ones that were still they looked pretty similar to one another, but they still had like sentience or sapience, whichever. And then of course the one guy with the sword that's chasing after them. We've seen the 2 at the very beginning of the series that were both very different. So it's really interesting to me, the varieties here and what these varieties could mean. Are they all even the same species of creature? And are they mole people? Sorry, I had to throw that in. Also, the one that Sung-joo was riding was some sort of horse dog looking creature one. It looked really cool. I like that. I want to learn more about that. So either way, really excited to get into this chapter. I'm going to try to record all 5 at once, but it depends on how the camera battery's going, because it was kind of a fight and a struggle to record the last video, because the video I recorded right before this, because I've been having some problems with my microphone. So I might take a jump cut between each chapter just to check my audio and make sure that everything is still good with that. So yeah, with that all aside, let's read, starting with chapter 46, and we're going to go through 50, I guess, if we're doing 5. So starting with 46, Sung-joo and Musica. Or Musica. No clue how to pronounce it, I'll just go Musica. Alright, liking this cover, we see the 2 of them. Also, we finally hit the first chapter last time, where it seemed like it was the weekly release art and not the volume release kind of art. So that'll be interesting, but like I said, I really want to buy all the volumes once we get through this read-through. Okay? But it's a lot easier for read-through videos just to read off a computer screen. Alright, so enemies or allies. Let's see what we get here. Okay, got a translator page. Alright. Now we see Sung-joo standing behind the 2 of them and Musica in front. Those are Demon's feet, right? Oh, she has some crazy feet going on. The rescuer is a demon? Ah, I didn't even notice it. Then again, she feels so human, and her size and shape, too. Okay. And also, you know, monster girls. Please relax and rest here for the night. For the night, so it's already dark. Just how long was I asleep? Our friends? Right over here. We've just finished setting up dinner. Oh, she's gonna think that they are the dinner. Wait a second. Why'd you save us? Why? Because they want to eat us. No way. Their dinner they set up. Can't be. Of course, jumping to some conclusions there. And she looks horrified. And then turns back toward Sung-joo. Well, why did you go to all this trouble for mere cattle like us? Okay. What are we doing here? Hey, Musica, you've gone too far. Okay, so Sung-joo can actually talk now. You always take the wrong approach. That's why you came to help? But your timing's pretty bad, you know. Okay. And then he looks down directly at Ray's face. What's the matter with them? They look awful. Why did you help? And he's still trying to play it cool. They're like that because you're hovering over them with that thing, Sung-joo. Poor things are terrified. Nonsense. What about the little ones over there? Though, sure, I do recommend taking care not to touch it. What? Why are you demons? Hell, where are the children? And Emma yells out. Okay. And she looks very serious. Oh, thinks Sung-joo. And then Emma runs off. Ha, my bad, kid. About your question then. Why would we demons save you, hey? Demons. How nostalgic. Yes, we used to be called that. No, please everyone, Emma thinks. I'm sorry that I lost it, that I was just sleeping. Please, somehow. Please be safe. And she runs, and of course they're all just going to be fine. Emma! And they all run up to her. Emma isn't sick anymore. I'm so happy. Hey, careful with her, says Gilda. Is everyone fine? Emma's faces are always the most adorable. Yep, says Don. I'm sorry to have scared you so much. Sung-joo is taking her hood off. We really don't mean to add to your troubles. I'm Musica, and this is Sung-joo. Okay, so they do have the sort of demon-like faces. Interesting. They have really cool designs. Okay. That's really cool. We don't eat humans, so relax. We don't have any intentions of harming you or your friends. Okay, so now they're all sitting around eating. Here you go. Thank you. Ray broke the cup, so this bowl, Sung-joo made it for us. Okay, what's the meaning of this? They're acting way too intimate, says Ray. That means they've been taking good care of everyone all this time, thinks Emma. Okay, interesting. We ate some earlier today, and so far it seems like it's safe. I think if they wanted to do something to us, they would have done it already, says Gilda. More importantly, it's thanks to them that you guys are back with us, says Don. Let's believe our saviors. Right, thinks Emma. The only reason why we're still here together is... And then she looks at them, and they both clasp their hands in prayer. Blessed and pure is this aliment, and blessed are us who now partake of it. With gratitude to all life in heaven and earth, we say, thank you for the meal. And they're all just watching Sung-joo and Musica. Thank you for the meal, says Alicia, I believe that one is. Thank you, says Emma as she starts to eat. It's great. Let's go, says Ray. So, you're still awake. And is that Sung-joo? And they walk to him. Can we talk now, says Emma. Can't see why not. You two were running around last night and didn't sleep properly, yes? You should stay put and rest until you recover fully. I really hope they learn more about the demons and society and the world outside from them. Yes, later we're going to sleep a full night again. Thank you. And also, I'm sorry for having doubted you, even though you two saved us from them. I just assumed that all demons were eating humans. It didn't even cross my mind that some might be friendly. Don't worry, you have good reason to be skeptical, he says. Human meat is something of great value to, demons, the brain above all. Those like us are awfully few. Most demons will droll at the sight of your flesh and crave to sink their teeth in it. You do well in assuming they're all out to eat you. Then why are you two... Faith, he says. Our religion's against the eating of human beings. Only human beings, however. Other than humans, I can and will eat anything. We're what our society calls heathens. They who own the farms, and their ideology, their authority, their entire enterprise. I couldn't care less for the whole of it. Just keep me out of it. The reason why they're just like, they're woods dwellers. The reason why I saved you humans is simple curiosity. It's been quite some time since I could have a nice talk with your kind. How unusual indeed. These days it's a rare enough opportunity to see living humans, even on the plantations, much less. What's the matter? I'm sure this is what you came here for. Could you tell us, please? The door of truth is about to open. 30 years ago, What happened to humankind? What's going on with the world? Okay, really excited. Okay, so before I get into 47, I'm going to take a quick jump cut to make sure the audio is still good. Okay, everything still sounded alright, so I guess I'm going to try to get through the next through right now before I take another jump cut or anything like that. So now we have chapter 47, Love Blossoms Under Warm Sunlight. Also, if you're seeing this video a day early, I might be switching up. I might be posting this one a day early because I might be a day behind on Magical Girl Raising Project. So if you're seeing it a day early, then congratulations, I guess. You just got this video a day early. Either way, we're at 47. Love Blossoms Under Warm Sunlight. Volume number 4, now on sale under Rave Reviews, color illustration to mark the shocking revelations of the new arc, The Search for Minerva. Ugh, so cute. Ugh, look at them. They're so adorable. Emma, Chapter 47, Stories of Old. I'm really excited to see what happened, though, about this freaking world. What on earth happened? Are they mole people? Are we about to get some mole people revelation? Okay, what are the demons? And the plantations? The truth will... What's happening out there? And what happened 30 years ago? Now be revealed. Please, tell us, says Emma. Okay. What happened to humanity 30 years ago? What's going on with the world? Nothing, says Sung-joo. Nothing in particular. Okay. 30 years, eh? I have no idea how you came up with that number, but the world's been like this for a long, long time. What do you mean? Could it be that this isn't Earth at all? Huh? If this planet isn't Earth, it would explain the absurd biology we've been seeing. Oh. Nay. The calendar, then. The dates were a lie, too? We're not in 2046 at all, but much... Nay. We're on planet Earth, yes, and precisely in the year 2046. Well, according to a certain human reckoning, at least. But then, why? How? I will tell you the stories of old, when the world was much bigger than it is today. It was a great wide world indeed. Back then, there were no plantations. The land was huge and full of humans, and the demons could just prey on them and survive. The demons were the hunters, and the humans the hunted. Some humans feared those beings and worshipped them. Others grew vengeful, and they themselves became the hunters. In fear of being eaten, these humans ended up killing large swaths of demons, who in turn started to actively begrudge the human race too. Endless massacres ensued. Both sides lived in terror. Finally, when neither one could bear the destruction any longer, a proposal came from the human side. We shall make a treaty, and I love the owl on the guy's shoulders. We shall make a treaty as follows. Human beings shan't hunt demons anymore. In return, demons shan't hunt humans either. This world we live in shall be divided between both. Yes, that's when it all started. With that promise. Okay, and of course promise highlighted there. Alright. The ancient contract between human beings and demons sealed so long ago. It was to fulfill the promise that the world was divided and severed into two. We live in the half allotted to the demon side, back then. So, nothing in particular happened here. This place never belonged to the humans. And then Emma looked shocked. Incidentally, you, the plantation children, are a parting gift, left behind by your ancestors when they fled the demon side. Left behind, he says. Demons shan't hunt humans, so as to keep the promise, they've thenceforth been keeping you as livestock, and the plantations are institutions responsible for managing cattle. Among them, the Gracefield House is considered to be the very best grade. It's the top-ranking plantation, among countless others, of all sizes and types. It's been some 1,000 years since the contract was sealed. Nothing much has changed since then. I'm afraid such is the world that you've escaped into, that you were born in. 2 worlds. Split, no way, but... That explains it. The bizarre ecosystem, and why said it's rare to see live humans, especially outside the farms. It also explains how Mama could have been plantation born when she was born in 2014. 30 years. We've been fooling ourselves. This world's belonged to the demons for a long time. Our worst case. The worst case is if there's no place at all for humans to live in this world. Worst case indeed. This is exactly what we feared. And for 1,000 years, in a world like that, no matter how far we run, it's simply no place for humans to live. We've worked so hard to find out the truth, so that's it. I still don't understand though. Is it divided in like a metaphysical sense, as in two overlapping dimensions? Or is it divided in being pretty much similar to our real world, except there are pockets here and there that somehow human society doesn't notice that are filled with all these weird monsters and stuff? It really makes very, very little sense. Because I'm pretty sure this was, like we learned before, that this had like our normal human world logic. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But then, it's beyond even our... Ray, she says. Yeah, he replies. Oh yes, we can do it, they both say. It's the worst case, but then after that... Right. A lot's still up in the air, but the situation's way better than I ever could have expected. Okay? There is a place for humans after all. There's another world somewhere, and it's safe from demons. Yeah, we have a reason to go back for Phil and the others. Somewhere to take them. Ah, nay. I hate to ruin your hopes, but there's no way to cross into the human world. The pathways were completely shut down. There shall be no crossing from either side. That rule was also part of the contract, meaning... It's okay. We'll find a way, she says. We just gotta find out how to cross over. That small detail's not stopping us. And then she takes a swig of her drink. Thanks, Sung-joo. I feel better now. Okay. Is that so? Well, that's good then. It's already much too late. Go to sleep. Okay. Starting tomorrow, we'll teach you two how to pass through this forest at least. Under our guidance, you'll be sure to leave it safely. Thank you so much. Have a good night. 1,000 years since the contract, and it forbids crossing between the two worlds. Right then, those books and toys and clothes and food and architecture and technology, etc., all that stuff we've seen in the house is supposed to be some sort of fake human culture painstakingly set up by the demons. Alright. Yeah, right. No way in hell that's all artificial. Even if it was possible, how come we've only ever got stuff older than a certain date? Oh, so 30 years ago must have been the... Like, maybe it takes a while, and 30 years was the last... it was the last time they were able to get a shipment over from the human world. They're right. Even if it was possible, how come we only ever got stuff older than a certain date? And what about the adventure log of Ugo? How'd Minerva's hidden messages get in? No, that's the work of humans. Human hands built all that in the human world. So there's a path. There has to be a connection somewhere. It's just like Sister Crone said. Human associates have been bringing all those things from the human world, definitely. Oh yeah, that's true, because there were humans that, again, aren't part of that system. There were the ones in lab coats and stuff that we saw before, or at least I think they were lab coats. Okay. What's more, if he's involved in that exchange, as he seems to be, then William Minerva himself is the one who's been crossing the barrier between worlds. Okay. So yeah, all of it makes sense. We have to find Minerva. We were right about that. A faint glimmer of hope. I was very worried that we'd have to keep running for our whole lives, whether we'd even be able to hide like that forever. Or worse, that the only way to survive would have been to exterminate them all. But no, there's a better way. Liberation. Let's bring everyone and break out of this demon's world. Alright, so they're basically going to destroy this contract and restart the wars between humans and demons, essentially. So yeah, let me get a sip of tea, and then I'll go straight on into 48 before checking the audio again. Because my throat's been really dry and bothering me a lot lately. So, I know I'm going to be losing my voice a little bit throughout this, so sorry about that. So we have chapter 48 now. Go to 0632. Okay? Oh. And now the pursuer found the thing. The pursuers found me. The game of tag continues. Okay, the pursuer found the note left behind. What's this? A message for comrades. Carved by 81194, surely. Man, I feel so bad. What if they lead this guy to Sung-joo and Musica and they die for them? What's 0632? I do not know. Okay. However, this proves that, as we suspect, the others are alive, and no corpses were ever found. It beggars belief, but it may well be that all of them survived. Albeit, where? Just where? Where could they be hiding in a forest like this one? Alright. Be at ease. They won't find us down here, says Sung-joo. I myself built this path, connecting tunnels left behind by dead vampire trees. It's a true maze, only I and Musica can find the exit. I'd be lost actually, says Musica. They from the plantations aren't very familiar with the forest. We can just stay in these tunnels until we clear the area. Alright. The world was cleaved in two. And I like this, this is really, really cool. Seeing the human hand holding half an apple with Emma, and then this demon hand holding half an apple with Musica. That's really cool. Chapter 48, The Two Worlds. Also, the way they were talking about pathways being disconnected and stuff, it makes me think it is kind of like a metaphysical type thing. The connection between worlds. Ah, look, water anemones, says Alicia. At least I think that's her name. Wow, you're already getting really good with this, says Jemima. Musica, do you live with your friends in this forest? Not live, no, we're just passing through. We travel through various lands, never stopping anywhere. Why? And then, Sung-joo looks concerned for a second. Why indeed, he says, smiling. And it's probably because they're really persecuted, being their religion that doesn't eat humans or whatever. That makes sense. I promise. A contract between humans and demons, says Dawn. One of Minerva's Morse code messages was the word promise, right? Says Gilda. So that's what it was all about. Maybe. But Sung-joo said we're on Earth, but not in the human world. What does that even mean, says Nat. The world was split, says Anna. We were so convinced that something happened 30 years ago to make the world like this, but it's been this way for 1,000 years. There's never been human lands here. No human countries, no cities. Alright. 1,000 years ago, they made a promise and split the world in two. The human world and the demon world. Sung-joo said things like the pathway was shut down, the door was closed. Sounds like there were places they could go in the past, but can't anymore. If that's true, we live in the world promised to the demons, and we've been cut apart. And that's Emma and Dawn discussing things. We thought we lived in the world we read about in our books, but turns out we're in another place altogether. And then we have Emma, Dawn, Gilda, Anna, and Nat their reactions to that. That's why our final goal is to escape from this world itself. And Minerva's probably someone who knows how to do that, says Anna. That's what we think, yes. We'll find Minerva and ask him how to cross to the other world. Then we'll have 2 years to we'll have 2 years to make plans and get ready. Sorry, I just thought of something. We go back for Phil and the others and escape altogether to the human world. That's why we're going to B0632. There is a place safe from the demons, says Dawn. There's hope after all, says Anna. But I wonder if it'll be that easy, says Nat. Right. To start with, he said we cannot cross over. The paths were closed, as part of the promise, says Gilda. And we want to get quite a good number of people through. Even if Minerva knows some way, it probably won't be simple. No one's saying it will, says Emma. Crossing between worlds is probably very difficult, yes. And before even that, we still have to figure out how to survive in this demon's world. However, we now have a reason to hope. We escaped right into more trouble, but it's not all dark. We found a way forward. I'm not letting any of us die. We'll live in peace again, happy, together. Now that we know what's our goal, I'll do anything. Even if it seems impossible, I'll force it through. I don't care how hard or painful it gets. Let's go, everyone, to a world without demons. Our first mission is to reach B0632 and meet with Minerva. Alright. By the way, Emma, do you mind if I ask you one little thing? It's something I've been itching to tell you since yesterday, says Gilda. If you're not feeling well, will you please tell us? Gilda? Got it. You can't just endure all the pain all alone until you pass out. You're forbidden. Promise? Yes. You never take care of yourself properly, Emma. And what's this about cutting your own ear? You didn't mention that in the plan. It's good that you're such a brave girl, but if you die, it's all over. Don't overdo it. I'm sorry, but nothing, says Gilda. Emma's being scolded. Very good, Gilda. You tell her, Ray's thinking. Ray, too, says the one kid whose name I forget. He was a good kid, though. He is a good boy. What? I heard you wanted to be the bait and fight that lizard demon alone and challenge the farm demons to a run. Do you think that's just fine? It's not, says all the little kids. You take your eyes off Ray for a second, he's already getting himself killed, says and what again, Ray, is Toma and Lonnie. Now wait right there. Oh yeah, let's ask Sung-joo then. His chances of surviving the situation were 0%, says Sung-joo. See? Hey, I won't die, so you made him cry. I was so worried, says Jemima. Ah, so sweet. You two care a lot about us, right? It's like that. This time it's us who got super worried about you, says Don. It's true. Don and Gilda were almost crying, says Nat. If you need help, say it. If you're in pain, say it. Don't just try to do it all alone. We're brave too, you know. We'll find a way through anything. If you're in danger, think of your own safety first. Please. We're asking you. Please take care of yourselves. That's a nice panel. You can tell it is, again, the sort of unfinished artwork, though. We're very happy that you're going so far for our sake, but in the same way, you too were our precious family, you know? So, please. I got it. Thank you. Sorry, everyone, says Emma. And they're still continuing out. They're good kids, says Musica. That they are, says Sung-joo. I really like Sung-joo Musica. And then she speaks in the demon language. Then why didn't you tell them? Right in their moment of peace, a shadow. What do you mean? The dangers these children face if they try to break the promise. They'll make an enemy of, and again, the name in that demon language. Yeah, but I've no need to. They'll know soon enough. Besides, name was their enemy from the very start. Okay. Interesting, we're learning more about that, and it's probably the one at the head of the table at this little Tafari meeting thing that we saw. Or the meeting where they talked about the Tafari. So, yeah, obviously the government of the demons wouldn't want the deal being broken and going back to war. I doubt either side would really want that. So, by escaping, they are like really, really, I don't know. By escaping, they're really kind of screwing up the whole balance here. Which is obviously still a good thing, though, because humans shouldn't be eaten, given that they're, again, like sapient or whatever. So, yeah, either way, I'm going to check the audio real quick, and then I'll read the last two. Alright, back to do 49 and 50. So, what I had cracked up about, what I had thought about while I was reading last chapter, when I laughed that time, was I was like, I always say, like, Gilda is bae, and then I'm like, oh wait, never mind, she's only like 10. Never mind, Gilda's not bae. That doesn't work. But then I was like, you know what? Musica can be bae. I was like, she isn't human. So, I mean, she doesn't eat humans, so it's still fine. It's aight. So, Musica is bae. So good, says Gilda. Oh, she's so adorable, though. She is the cutest thing in the world. She's my favorite, probably. Or Emma. Emma is, like, such a good character. How'd you make this, says Don. Is there even anything he's bad at? Emma shivers before these endless talents. It's called cooking, says Ray. Alright? And you can, again, really tell that this is the weekly release art. But how? How could you possibly make it so delicious? I just did it like Musica taught, step by step. Shut up. This is so unfair. Anything you try, you're the best at. That'd be because he's a genius. Damn you. You two also did a great job with the fire. Hee hee hee. What's the problem? No, just thinking, says Emma, replying to Ray. Alright, translator's page, let's move on. Sharing a good meal like this really makes me happy. Family, safety, and warm food. Happiness is in the little things. Aw, I like this cover. So cute. And it's chapter 49, Teach Me. So I'm really excited for Sung-joo teaching them how to survive. I think this is going to be really, really cool, especially if they learn a way to fight back against the demons. Because it's interesting, the demons we've seen use, well, Sung-joo uses a spear, and the guy chasing them uses a sword. So it's not like they have some super convoluted fighting technology or anything, I guess. But either way, let's keep going. It's been 3 days. And we see the cool horse-looking thing again. We're making a lot of progress. Though we have to take many detours following along this labyrinth. I see. Right? You want to head southeast toward this area, says Sung-joo in a flashback. Then you should leave the forest from the northern side and walk around it. From the north, says Emma. If we went straight southeast, we'd have to pass through wild demon territory. You mean more of those, Don thinks to the crazy monster thing. Take the long way and you'll meet nothing but wilderness. No demon settlements around there either. We should be done with this forest in 5 days. After that, it'll take a single day more for you to reach your goal, says Sung-joo. Okay. And I really, really like Sung-joo as well. In the meanwhile, you should learn something useful. Musica and I shall be your tutors. We'll teach you what you need to survive. The essential knowledge and skills. Okay, so we see them learning to cook, and I don't know what the second panel is. Is that just foraging for stuff or whatever? And then the third is making medicine from plants, it seems, and then Emma practicing with a bow. Alright. Awesome, Emma. She's something else, alright. And then Musica's looking to Sung-joo. We'll have to cross a river, and for that, there's no choice but to go outside. I'll go alone first and scout the area. Take care. Sung-joo, are you going up? Says Emma. Aye. Okay. Then please take me with you. I want to get a look at the situation too. I swear I won't do anything risky or bother you in any way. Please. I understand. However, do not, even for a moment, get away from me and from this. Okay. Wow, and Emma's riding on the cool look. The horse thing looks so badass. Riding on the badass horse looking thing with him. And they go to the river. The river itself is shallow if ice cold. It's easy enough to cross by walking it. The problem is your pursuers. Okay. Are there any of them lurking about? If they come, how can you escape? I understand. Let's look around and think of a plan then. Alright. And, Sung-joo dismounts the horse thing. Seems like they're not here. Aye, that's fortunate. And then, what do you want? Okay. I'm sure you didn't ask to come along just for a change of scenery. I wanted to ask you to teach me. Teach what? How to take a life, she says. And of course, we have serious Emma. These 3 days, you've been teaching us a lot. What plants we can eat, how to cook them, which ones are medicinal, and also how to use the bow and the spear. But I've never done it myself. We have 2 more days. I want to learn this before you go away. Up until now, always. It was always someone else who did it for us, but fruits, vegetables, fish, meat, life. From now on, I have to take it with my own hands and turn it into food. Okay? I want to learn how to catch, kill, and eat animals. I want to learn how to hunt, please. Okay? And then we have him pointing up toward a bird in the sky. Alright? And then Emma kills it. It's so warm. It's still alive. Good shot. Okay. Next comes the Gupna. So, we heard that term at the very beginning. Gupuna? And then, he holds up a flower. And she looks shocked. Hold it with care. This is a vampire weed called Vita. It's widespread everywhere. Pierce the chest of your prey with it. Alright. Present your quarry before the gods. If they accept it, the flower will bloom. Only then is it acceptable to eat the meat. That's the Gupna ceremony. It's how we demons traditionally slaughter our game. It also helps with bleeding. By letting the blood out, the meat holds for longer. You have to stab them while they're still alive, she says. If you don't, the blood won't drain properly. Do not worry, it's unconscious. It won't feel any pain. And she's, of course, thinking back to how things were. I saw this flower stabbed into the chest of my sister. Her name was Connie. She was a gentle little girl, and when she smiled, she was very cute. So you've seen it? Yes. So this flower, while they're still alive, Connie, Hal, Seti, all of them, Norman. I hope you don't have bad memories. Memories of pain, of fear, says Emma. Gupna is a ritual of gratitude towards the gods. It shan't be done without respect. Be at ease. I'm sure your brothers and sisters are not weighted by painful experiences. That's good, she says. Do you want to stop? No. It's fine. And then she stabs it in. Thank you, Sung-joo. We don't want to be eaten. We want to live. But we ourselves eat. We're only alive because we eat. If we don't eat. What's the matter, Emma? Says Sung-joo. It's nothing. And then they return. In this gray world, we have to. Trying to do it all alone again, and Ree smacks her on the head. Everyone, let's make a nice good dinner. Tomorrow we're crossing the river. The forest path is almost over now. Okay, and now we're ending this with 50. Wait, hold on. What is this page 20? I'm William Minerva. I'm raising the banner of revolution. Hold on, what? What? I'm raising the banner of revolution to give the human world back to you. To finish the Neverland once and for all, I shall seal a new promise. First of all, break out from the plantations and head to the agreed point. I'll be waiting for you. All of you. What was that? Was that an actual page, or was that something somebody threw in there that's spoilery? What was that? I'm confused. Hold on. Yeah, I'm confused at what that was. But either way, let's go to chapter 50, I guess. Alright, let me get a sip of tea before I continue on to the last one. Alright. After overcoming countless difficulties, we did it. Day 5. Alright. Right ahead, we'll rise up, and you'll be leaving the forest already, says Sung-joo. Let's rest for the night. We can proceed tomorrow. This time, leave the dinner to us. Then we'll go make more medicine from the herbs, say the kids. Alright. Okay. Wait, was that like an actual page, or was that just fan art? I think it's just fan art. Yeah, it is. Alright. So now we have the kids cooking. My, these kids really do learn fast, says Musica. This is nothing. Ray and Emma are way faster. Norman was amazing too. One glance and bam, he was already a pro. Premium goods, huh? So these are the brains nurtured at the very best plantation, thinks Sung-joo. Nomads who refuse to eat human meat. They seem so human-like. And we have the two of them again. Chapter 50, Friends. Oh man, is this about to be feelsy? It was great, thanks. Alright, tomorrow we should be reaching B0632. If we keep a good pace, that is, says Nat. Then we're gonna keep a good pace. But I don't want to leave you guys, and they're crying. Yes, me neither, says Musica. Gilda, what's the matter, says Ray. No, it's just I was rethinking our plans. Huh? How come? Right. Well, I was thinking about those stories of old that Sung-joo told us. It's good to know that there's a human world somewhere, but on the other hand, we thought that there would be human groups here in this world. Go as fast as you can to Minerva's place. Join the other humans on the outside, and we have, flashbacks to Krone. We were counting on human cities or something, but there's nothing. No humans to join either. And we need more people to rescue the kids left on the farm. That's why we have to think it all over again. You're correct, says Ray. Sung-joo, says Emma, running up. Are there more humans like us? Runaways? You should know, right? Did you hear anything in your travels? Among countless others, of all sizes and types, she remembers him telling them. There are many plantations, says Ray. It's very possible that Minerva's hidden instructions for the others, too. Oh, I see, so maybe some other kids managed to get away. Okay, never heard of it. And, even if there were any, it'd be a small count indeed. 1 or 2 at best, says Sung-joo. Huh? They all look confused. But why, says Emma. Plantations may have nothing in common with one another but the name. In particular, premium-grade plantations like your Gracefield are exceptional. The large majority are for factory farming. Ah, so they're getting into factory farming. Wow. Factory farming, what's that? The mass production of cheap meat. And of course we see horrible factory farms where the livestock is kept in poor conditions, barely even living, just fattening for the slaughter. Humans born in such farms don't even learn a language. They have no names. They have no free will. And they most certainly couldn't even conceive of escaping. Though, even if they did, they'd get nowhere anyhow. Okay? How awful. They have no language, no will, not even a fake happiness like we did. They're really just food. That kind of farm is the norm, and there's a lot of them too. Incidentally, among several hundred plantations, the premium grade ones amount to a mere 4. 4? Only 4? Says Don. If this Minerva is really hidden instructions, he must have worked with these 4 at best, your own and 3 others. You've told me of how you came to find out the truth and plan your escape. However, I have serious doubts that such a feat could be achieved often. What's more, you yourselves must know better than anyone how hard it is to survive once outside. Other fugitives are therefore quite unlikely. Albeit, I've sometimes heard of cattle raiders. Those are demons who consumed by the desire to eat humans, Those are demons who, consumed by the desire to eat humans, attack plantations to steal them. They're exceptionally rare, though. They might be useful tools for your cause. I can think of nothing else of use. However, it depends a lot on how you'd go about it. At any rate, he says, there are no humans out here comparable to you in intelligence and knowledge. These are the hard facts. Or at least the extent of what we know. And then Emma's sitting alone. Emma? Musica, and she walks up. Are you okay? After, well, all that. And then Emma looks at her. It's fine. That thing about factory farming was quite a shock, really. But we'll find a way to secure a safe place and get more comrades. We'll come up with something. Even if it seems impossible, we can do it. Her audacity knows no limits, thinks Musica. I can't afford to sulk around. I have to forge ahead, for the sake of my little brothers, and sisters. They're counting on me. And Musica looks somewhat surprised. Want to see them? Want to see our family, Emma says. And then she shows her all the pictures. This is Phil. Ain't he a cutie? And this is Shelley. She's such a precocious girl for fashion. And this little one? That's Carol. She's still just 1 year old, but look at this face she makes when she's pouting. It's so funny. And these two, Nayla and Damdim, or Damdim. Sorry, I haven't heard the name before. And back here you can see Eugene, and your hair is so long. Right, that's when... And then we have just a montage of her telling Musica stories. Oh, so sweet. And this here is Norman. I'll never forget my promise to him. Never give up. Never leave anyone behind. Liberate every single brother and sister. Of course, we know that's easier said than done. We don't have a plan yet. But to live in peace with these kids, my family, I'll do whatever it takes. For the sake of my family, I'll do the impossible. I'll overcome all obstacles. I see. It's not that this audacity's always been in her, but rather, she had no choice but to embrace it. But it's funny, you know. I can't think of you as a demon at all. Sorry, I don't mean it in a bad way. It's fine, don't worry. What I wanted to say is, I had no idea that demons could be so different from each other. And Musica still looks concerned. And then she says in her language, true enough, in these 1,000 years we have decayed into disarray. You know, this is the first time that I got to see humans, to talk with humans even, all thanks to you and your friends. Not as food and not as enemies. You're different from other living beings. I'm happy I got to meet your friends, and you, Emma. I'm happy we could become friends. Yes, me too. I'm so grateful that we could meet you and Sung-joo, to meet new friends. Demons and humans together. But what's there is, thank you for these 6 days. O God, I beseech thee, have mercy on these children, who so different from us still show us friendship. I beg thee, indeed, your light. Okay, and then Ray is entering hope into the thing. Alright. And that's the end? Well done. Okay, so we have another one of these, and it's still Bernie that was with William Minerva. Well done. Your perfect performance was splendid. These pages can only be seen by those who earn a full score. I wonder how many people that will amount to. The test you've just finished was but a quiz, a diversion. I hope it was challenging enough to entertain you. But what if I told you that the routine exams you face every day are a matter of life and death? Even though education, the act of learning, thinking, shaping one's own very self, was originally supposed to be like this, a free activity, at once enjoyable and noble. Okay, I am William Minerva. Okay. I'm raising the banner of revolution. He says it all again. Again, I don't know if this is spoilery, or if this is supposed to be something specific. And I wonder who he's talking to in this instance. Could it be Norman, or could it have been Crone or something back in the day? Or I have no idea. Or could it be Isabella, and we're in for another Isabella plot twist? No clue. I really hope those weren't spoilery, and I'm not spoiling anybody on anything by reading them, but they're so vague and confusing that it's not even spoiling me. I have no idea what's going on with them. But either way, that's it. These 5 are probably the best 5 since The Escape. I loved reading them. They were so good. I love Sung-joo and Musica, especially, I don't know, Sung-joo is one of my favorite characters. Musica can be bae, but Sung-joo is just so friggin' cool. So I'm really excited to have seen them. And I guess, hold on, let me take a jump cut, make sure this all saves. I guess there's not too much else to say, other than I loved it. I've said it before. So, I guess, I don't know, is there anything else I wanted to talk about? No, there's a lot of confusion going on with all this stuff between the two worlds being separate, but I feel like I discussed that mostly while reading. But if you want to talk to me or more of us with the channel about this, you can talk to us on Discord. The Discord server is free and open for anyone. Just ask me for a link and I'll give you one. Or you can talk to me or more of us in the comments. Or on Twitter, where I'll also try to keep you updated on stuff. So follow there if you want. And like if you did like the video. And I guess subscribe for more The Promised Neverland and much more on the channel. I guess that's it. Guess that's everything. I want to thank you again for watching, and sorry if this video is a little bit jumbled because I've been having some production issues, but that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.